Sorry I'm late. Namaste. Namaste. Shalom. Peace and blessings. What up? What's up? Greetings, etc., etc., etc. I am the one and only Magick. Today is Tuesday, day of Mars. Welcome. Hopefully, y'all having a good day, a good week. This heat is not bothering you too much because my memories came up today, and it looks like last year was just as miserable as far as heat is concerned, but that's to be expected when you're in Texas. But I think it's now like a worldwide phenomenon where there's heat everywhere, like major heat. You know what I'm saying? So stay hydrated, drink your water, eat your water. And what I mean by that is like eat fruits, apples, watermelons, grapes, plums, oranges, cantaloupes, strawberries, cherries. Those are mostly water that I just named. So what's going on? What's happening? Let's see who's in here. Nay, the great, peace and blessings, love, peace and power, brother Kunami. What's going on, Terenzo? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe as you come in. And as I take a pause from Facebook, a pause from cutting up. This is something I do on a daily basis, y'all. If you're a Facebook friend, you know I just cut up every day, all day, I'm usually busy throughout the day, but I will find time to post some wild, funny, and offensive memes on Facebook. Laugh a little. You know what I'm saying? Laugh a little. One second here. And I just went into my folder. And yeah, I'm gonna post this one. It's like when you ain't hold on, let me post it first, then I'll show it to y'all. When you ain't leave grandma enough diapers for the weekend, she gotta use hers. Don't mind me, y'all. What's going on, Anubis? Hello. Sharon, what's up? Sasha, what's up? Namaste. Portia. What is the, I'm glad to see you all. What is the latest news that everybody's talking about? I'm gonna let y'all to tell me first. Before I go into anything, tell me what's going on in the news. Something that's major. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the news, But what's going on in the news that like everybody's talking about, and you scroll Facebook and everybody's talking about it or showing clips or showing memes about it. What's the main topic that's going on right now? Can anybody tell me? No news? Should I scroll Facebook and see what I see? What's going on? Let's see. One of my knowledgeable brothers on Facebook said, "This heat is too hot for a skin suit. I'm about to walk around in the spirit." It is hot here. And like I said, this is normal for Texas, but it seems to be everywhere right now. So there's no news. Oh, peace and blessings, Katrina. Hello, Grand Madam Tarot. Peace and blessings, Sister Moonfeather. Kiki Palmer. Okay. Rejection of reparations for Oklahoma survivors. I saw that too. Okay. Namaste, Katrina. Sandstorm, nature's having a ball. Right. People's body counts is the latest, not the body count. Not the body count. Tulsa ruling in Kiki Palmer. Okay. So it's Oklahoma and Kiki Palmer. All right. So from what I understand, Kiki Palmer is married and she went outside half naked. Same thing that Sierra did a little while ago. Am I getting that correct? Not the body count. I'm still laughing at that though. Ah, man. The reason I asked that question, because I was just wondering what they were distracting people from. Sandstorm coming in from Africa. Okay. Coming in where? Where's it coming in to? It's coming in over the United States? Or I'm used to sandstorms after being over in the desert in Bahrain, and El Paso has sandstorms. No, she's not married? Okay, she's not married then? All right, okay, I got you. Understood. The Dutch government literally collapsed because they couldn't agree. It looks like the same can happen in the United States. Okay. So there is news going around. Okay. Did y'all know that I posted this yesterday on Facebook? So if you're a Facebook friend, did you know this already? Florida and New York are supposed to be first hit by the sandstorm. Florida and New York. Okay. Of course, Florida and New York. Of course. Of course. I got it. All right. The reason I asked this question is because in Detroit, anytime you see something being passed, then I always look at what are the distractions. So I know Kiki Palmer. I don't care. I really don't care. And I think my wife told me about the Tulsa that they rejected it. Okay. Not surprised by that either. You know. But I'm not sure if any of y'all have heard this. Like I said, if you are a Facebook friend of mine, I posted it yesterday, but they are now passing what they call, and I still get my news from Gab. Peace, namaste, Shadow Twerk Tarot. Sending love, light, and legendary vibes. I love that. Flying ants swarmed there in the UK last Friday. Yeah, they're using nature. They are using nature like a month. They are sending everything. I told y'all the goal is to make y'all as uncomfortable as possible. You know what I mean? But if you heard of Gab I think was censored, but I still get emails from Gab. Another state is passing hate speech laws. Okay. So, wrong pronouns or else. A recent bill passed by the Michigan State House has ignited a contentious debate surrounding the First Amendment and the criminalization of quote unquote intimidation on the topic of gender identity. The bill, which would elevate such actions to the level of a felony, specifically targets disrespectful acts such as intentional misgendering. The legislation also aims to expand Michigan's existing ethnic intimidation law, enacted in 1988, by granting prosecutors greater authority to address acts of vandalism targeted at places of worship. Yeah. So in essence, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but in essence, what they're trying to do, the censor free speech, right? They've been trying to do that a little bit at a time. Okay. So one state representative, Andrew Beeler, strongly opposes Michigan's hate crime bill, arguing that it is subjective and irrational with the potential to criminalize the use of biologically accurate gender pronouns. Beeler's concerns echo those of free speech advocates who assert that the legislation poses a threat to the fundamental right to express oneself. The bill introduces penalties of up to 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine for speech deemed to, quote, intimidate another individual. So what they're trying to do is make it a crime, literally make it a crime to call someone, like if you see a man in a dress and you call him sir or something like that, or brother or something like that, that is going to be considered misgendering, and you can get heavy fines imposed on you for doing so, for misgendering. Can we get a door pause here? What else is there to say after that? What else is there to say after that? What's going on, Peruvian Grimoire? Peace, peace, peace. Hey, namaste to the Motown Witch. Y'all give her some love. The Motown Witch. The totalitarian tiptoe has become full blown. Right, it's full blown now. They're getting more respect than Black folks. Exactly, forcing people to accept and support. They are doing their best to support this. The bad part about this, y'all, is that people still don't see this as an agenda. That's the bad part about it. I'm doing the door pause with you. That's right. Join me in the door pause, y'all. I can only see that becoming an individual state law, not across the board. Well, if they do it to one, the thing is, it usually is a domino effect when one state does something like that. So we shall see. We shall see. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I just thought that anyone hear about it. Because like I said, when they start distracting you from things, usually they're trying to pass some kind of outrageous bill or some outrageous law that don't make no kind of sense. So while they are passing these laws, they distract you with something else. It's called misdirection. Okay? See the movie Swordfish with John Travolta and Halle Berry. Misdirection. You know what I mean? This is what they do all the time. Yes, the Dora pause. I had to. I just had to. I just had to. You know what I mean? So again, Gab was heavily censored, just like Parler and BitChute, things where you'll actually get great information. They're trying to shut them completely down. See the movie Demolition Man. Didn't they do all this in Demolition Man? You say a cuss word in Demolition Man, you get fined for it right there on the spot. Okay? This is what they headed towards, y'all. You can take it or leave it. This is what they headed towards. This is what they want. Did anyone Did anyone take my suggestion and read that book, Hollywood Propaganda? Did anyone do that? I gave it out to several people, but I got no feedback on it. I did want to share something with you from that book. This is an excellent book that I think I'm surprised that they have not actually stopped that book from coming out. Let's read something from the introduction. Sorry about that. I'm drinking my coffee. As hot as it is, I'm drinking coffee, but I am inside under the AC. So a lot of people say I don't follow politics, but the reality is that pop culture is politics. It's woven into the fabric of movies, television shows, music, and now even professional sports. Just as art imitates life, life imitates art. And what is often seen as mere entertainment actually functions as a container to deliver carefully crafted pieces of propaganda intended to influence the audience as much as it is to entertain them. Millions of people practically worship celebrities and blindly follow their lead, imitating characters' hairstyles, the way they dress, and even their attitudes and behavior. People subconsciously absorb ideas and actions they see in the media and regurgitate them as part of their own personalities. This is the power of media, period. Social media, TV, radio. While many celebrities engage in political activism as a hobby during their off time, the more subtle power of Hollywood is using entertainment itself to influence. The ability to influence is a tool. Let's underline that. The ability to influence is a tool, and tools can do great things for humanity. I'm reading too fast. But in the wrong hands, easily turn into weapons. In the 80s, The Cosby Show brought a nice upper middle class Black family into the homes of millions of Americans, depicting the husband as a doctor and the wife as a lawyer, changing the way many looked at the possibility of Black people achieving higher education and making a better life for themselves. For Generation X, kids who grew up during this time period, we watched He-Man and G.I. Joe cartoons, which always taught a valuable lesson, either through the plot line or a brief PSA at the end. So now you know, and knowing is half the battle. And I think that was from G.I. Joe. Shows like Family Ties and Growing Pains often tackle serious issues kids and families sometimes face. And as cheesy as those shows may seem today, by the end of the episode, there was an obvious moral to the story that undoubtedly, however subtle, affected millions of people in a positive way. And while there are still plenty of nice family shows on television today, where are they? They are surrounded by landmines consisting of the most degenerate characters and perverted plots one could imagine. Shows so vile just a generation ago, it would have been unthinkable that major networks would air such content. I'm going to skip down to where I highlighted. He even went so far as to say that those in control of the media constitute an invisible government, which is the true ruling power of our country. Entertainment rules America. Charlie Sheen made it into the Guinness Book of World Records as the person to reach 1 million Twitter followers, the fastest, once joining. Ellen DeGeneres, I was about to say something, but no, set a world record for the most retweeted tweet after she posted a selfie taken with a group of other celebrities at the 2014 Oscars. Music videos get more views than political speeches, and celebrities make more money while they sleep than police officers or firefighters do, risking their lives to keep their communities safe. They got okay. All right, the last part I'm going to read. In this book, you'll learn in detail how the Hollywood elite are using their media conglomerates to wage a war on President Trump and his supporters, and not just by celebrities speaking out, but by incorporating countless anti-Trump themes into their projects. You'll see who is behind the coordinated effort to promote climate change hysteria, how the entertainment industry was instrumental in getting the public to accept gay marriage, and how they are waging a war against traditional family values, American culture, and even against God himself. The late Andrew Breitbart famously said that politics is downstream from culture, meaning if you want to change the laws in a country, you have to first change the culture. This saying became known as the Breitbart Doctrine because it captures the essence of power, propaganda, and politics. It explains how many once fringe ideas and behaviors are now legally protected, and any business, school, or landlord that dares to disagree can now be punished with the full force of the courts. Hollywood Propaganda is an excellent book. Excellent book. You got the politics of entertainment, the war on Trump, war on America, immigration, war on white people, film and television, liaison officers, climate change, sports news, late night comedy shows, award shows, feminism, the alphabet community, sexual deviance, and crimes inspired by Hollywood. Okay? I just wanted to share that with y'all. It's like when Obama passed the gay marriage law overnight, the day after they agreed marriage between a woman and a man in North Carolina. I never knew that. Thanks for saying that. I wagged the dog. Yes, absolutely. And Simon Phoenix was programmed and couldn't kill the Illuminati running the show. Right. He was programmed. He tried and he couldn't. Caribbean Grimoire, please send me the book. Okay, I got you. Mark Dice's books are incredible. He got classics. Did I miss a comment? Individual state or not, it's already affecting the minds of the entire environment. All righty. Just thought I'd share that with y'all. But I was just curious, really, not only if people were paying attention, not saying that nobody's paying attention, but I was wondering if anyone had heard this. That's it. That was my only point, you know. Passing out laws while the masses sleep. You know what I'm saying? Sad, sad state of affairs. Okay. If you like Damon Brand's books, let's switch gears for a second. Those of you who do actually practice magic, Damon Brand's books are great. They are, especially his money making or money ritual books. Okay. Again, if you never heard me say this before, Damon Brand's books are geared towards beginners. Okay. He doesn't give any principles, he doesn't give any like formats or anything like that. He just gives you a brief synopsis of what things are, and then he gives you a ritual to do. Okay. There's a book that I use constantly to this day called the Magical Cash Book by Damon Brand. Okay, the Gallery of Magic is who puts his books on. They have a great catalog. They do. Just beware that they're not going to get. Okay, you never heard me say this before. These grimoires, these modern grimoires, are not geared to teach you magic. All right? They're not teaching you any history, any lore. They're just giving you the stuff and say, here, take it. But remember, they give you just enough. They're not going to give you everything you need to know. Okay? The Magical Cash Book, though, that is an invaluable resource. I did a video on here. I think it might be members only. I'm probably going to, re-release that video on here just to give a brief, instructions on how to work that book. Okay. Does anyone here use the Magical Cash Book? Greetings, Delroy Johnson. What's going on? Here is this book. All right. If you're already a practitioner, great. These books are for you. You can actually take this and make it do what it do. Here are some magical rituals, occult rituals for manifesting money. Okay. And I like what he says in the beginning. This is the Gallery of Magic. Okay. This was written or put out in 2015. Okay. Where did I see these? These are Jewish talismans that you're seeing here. These are certain angels. So you're talking about Jewish magic as well as Kabbalistic magic. Okay. Magic works best when you know what you want and when you don't care exactly when or how your results will manifest. Money magic requires an additional twist. You will get the best results from this money magic if you focus on the pleasant emotions of spending money and enjoying money, rather than on the emotion of receiving money. Although you may dream of receiving a large amount of money, that isn't what you really want. You want to spend money. You want to enjoy money. You want the things that money can bring rather than the money itself. Getting to grips with this concept is essential to fire up your occult money making. Rather than think about how much money you want or how you want to get it, you need to think about what you will actually do with your time if you had all the money you ever dreamed of having. So what he's basically saying is that it's not that you want a whole bunch of money, it's you want the luxury of and freedom of having money. Because think about it, you get a whole lot of money, pay off bills, you wouldn't have to work, you know what I mean? And you can have a whole bunch of time devoted to studying and whatever else you wanted to do. So his books tend to guide you in that direction, that think about what you're going to do when you have the money and make it manifest. The Magical Cash book, I think, is probably Damon Brand's best book. It's a practical, workable grimoire. And it doesn't require much at all except a notebook. That's it. A notebook and about 5 minutes of your time, if that, every day. Okay? Very, very simple, but simple magic works best sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Peace, love, and light, EJ Taylor. What's going on? I love to see it. I heard about it and saw someone on YouTube post a video with a review. Never used it though. Okay, okay. It's on YouTube, huh? Was not aware of that. Okay. Was not aware of that. Okay. What else is in the news? This 3 years ago when they had the name of that book, the name, it looks like, you know, there was a time when I was really young that I loved telling people I was from Philadelphia, no matter where I went, you know, no matter where I went. I used to brag about it, being from Philly. Okay? Used to wear gold. Matter of fact, I wear about the same amount of jewelry now than I did then, except it was all gold. I had like a Gucci link and I had this big Dookie chain with this big ass medallion. But people knew that I was from Philadelphia because that was like the standard of dress back then. You had to wear gold too, right? Now, not so much. Not so much. That city is now like a war zone, you know. Every day people getting killed, you know. But what was interesting, and I think Katrina sent this to me. Katrina's good at sending me information. Thanks for that. What was interesting is now They are banning masks in Philadelphia on the subway and on all modes of public transportation. They are banning masks. Soon as this was introduced in 2020, I said, you know what? As soon as I saw that Negroes were getting creative with it, you know, buying masks with like faces on it and mouths on it and all these kinds of creativity that you saw during that time. Soon as that happened, I said, watch what happens with crime. I think I was talking privately to someone. I said, they're going to start using these masks the wrong way. And God damn it, was I right again? I was right. They are now banning masks on public transportation in Philadelphia. They call they have a name for it, but it's these masks that cover part of your head and your mouth, you know. I said, they're going to start using these masks to rob and do other shit so they can't be recognized. I said, what's going to happen then? Then they're going to pass laws to ban them. They're going to want you to wear them first. Then when crime gets increased, then they're going to ban them. I'll be goddamn if that didn't happen, at least in Philadelphia. Remember, Philadelphia is the 5th largest city in the United States. You're welcome, Portia. Hey, what's going on, Brother Moore? You just came back from Pennsylvania? Okay. That's what's up. Saying now be just like, I'm from the East Coast. Right. That's what I say now. I say that native great. I'm like, I'm from the East Coast. There's a lot of sleep in the news. Very interesting. The more news, the more snooze. What's going on in Hip Hop Elevation? You know, they call it shiesty. That's it. They call it shiesty mask. That's what they call it. Thanks, Nay the Great. I'm just start calling you Nay. All right. I never heard of a baklava mask, but they call it shiesty mask. Those face zip-up hoodies too, those two. Mimicking the purge, right? Hollywood giving subconscious clues. This is why I surround myself with like-minded people. Thank you for that. Yes. From Texas. Oh, you was here. Wait, wasn't we supposed to get together? Wasn't we supposed to do that? Oh, Texas is not. Look, I live here. You know what I mean? I'm still not quite ready to call myself a Texan. But I live here. I live here, though. I mean, my wife calls herself, she says, we Texas. I'm like, I'm still from Philadelphia. I'm still born and raised from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Javoian Harris? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry about that. What's up? What's up, Donna Dash? What's going on? What's going on in Canada, Donna? Thank you. Brother Kunami just sent me a couple of PDFs. I don't think I have that one. The Illuminati in Hollywood privacies. Huh. Y'all are on it. Y'all are on it. I thought you was busy, family. I was respecting your space. We coming back though. I hit you. Yeah, hit me up, man. Hit me up. I'm always busy. Always. That never changes. I'm busier now than when I actually work for somebody. But that's, you know, I make time for things I want to do and things that's important. So yeah, hit me up. You know, but I appreciate the respect though. I do get it. I do get that. The heat waves back up here. We're about to most likely have some more fires. I'm starting to think they plan this winter, this weather. Yeah, they plan it. Absolutely, they plan it. Absolutely. For those of you who are daring, I'm always talking about Finbar Books. Finbar is over there where Katrina is in the UK. Okay. Their books are all meat and potatoes. Y'all heard me say this. Oh, a couple of people have heard me say this before. They're all meat and potatoes, no lore, no history, nothing. Just give you the rights, right? Marcus T. Bottomley, who pretty much, I'm gonna say 98% of cultures never heard of this man. He's an African guy. And he put out some deep, powerful books. All right. You're only going to do his rituals if you're daring. But here's one such book. Okay. Here's one such book. Let me show this to y'all. If you're daring and you are all about the dark side, dark rites and encounters with the devil. Okay. Marcus T. Bottomley, African man. All right. In here, he has a couple different books. See, there's Finbar International. Look at that. The first thing you see is how you can obtain information from the dead. Okay. Here's the first thing you're going to see is go to the cemetery where the corpse of a deceased person in question was buried. So I'm not doing that. I mean, like I said, if you're daring, get this kind of a book. These are the ones that when I first started my dark side journey, I was into everything that was dark. Okay. When I got this particular book, I was like, I don't know. I'll be honest. I was like, I don't know. The simple magical method to break a drinking habit. Okay. The first thing it says is buy a sizable eel. Okay. Obtaining information about someone. The mud pie rite. This is the actual ritual I wanted to bring your attention to. Before you decide to perform this magical rite, please note the following important points. It could bring you into personal contact with the devil and or his imps. Therefore, if you are afraid of the devil and whatever he represents, please do not attempt to perform this magical rite. Let's read this part right here. This rite, when performed properly, could make you extremely successful in money matters, as well as bring you material wealth general. It could also bring you success in love, in business, and in several other areas of human life. I use the word could because success in the matters mentioned above will come to you only when you have the courage to go through the rite to the very conclusion. Several people, especially those inexperienced in black magic, have unsuccessfully attempted to perform this ancient magical rite, but have taken to their heels in fear when the devil and or his imps or agents have materialized. Okay? I don't think, in my humble opinion, I don't think that this is meant for a physical devil, what we know as the devil, to actually come. I think the purpose of this particular rite is to do away with fear and just bring it to a conclusion. I only know of one person who actually attempted this particular rite. It's called the mud pie rite. One person. That's in a magical forum I belong to. And he said nothing happened. Okay? Nothing happened. I don't think rites like that, when you see them in grimoires, are intended to weed out weak and scary people. Period. Can you give some tips on tapping into the divine masculine? I was going to actually speak about that. Yes, Donna, take care of yourself up there. I'm sleeping because I did 2 whole days of rituals. I got my wish in a short time, but damn, I'm tired. That's why you always have to be careful. When people think that doing rituals don't have any kind of effect, that's just not true. You can wear yourself out doing magical rituals, as Donna just said. Okay? You always have to recharge your energy after doing a magical ritual, especially one in which you evoke a spirit. Okay? It is what it is. Take it or leave it. It was so hot out here to 100 daily. Yeah. You got some Finbar books? Yeah. It's 100 and let's look at what is this? It's 100 and says it's 101. I'm sure it says it feels like 108. Yeah. Yeah. That's daily. That's how our summers get here in Texas. Also, the rain isn't helping as the rain is hot and just increases heat after it's finished. And it doesn't rain long enough. I need to do a rain spell for actual rain. That's what I'm talking about. Stay cool. That's how I feel about this one Black Magic book I got. It tells you to make 3 stops to dispel the energy before you come home. It's an interesting grimoire and is a very lesser known grimoire. But like I said, things that seem to be outrageous, I think it intends to weed out just dabblers. That's my opinion anyway. I've tried some really outrageous, daring rituals myself. Okay. And what happened wasn't what I expected to happen. Okay. Eventually, you got to go into this. Nothing's going to happen if you don't have belief in the first place. If you don't have faith that your ritual is going to work, it's not going to work. Period. Belief goes a long way when it comes to this. I only get up at night because it's decent to do something. They're at least giving us these little thunderstorms with drizzling with water that ain't real rain. Damn. I had to invoke these spirits in 25, feeling like 30 at night. The only cool nights were the 30-degree nights for the magic. I'm tired. Aphrodite, Apollo, then boom, I'm sleeping now. God damn. That's 3. That is Venus. If I was to turn that into planets, 2 of those spirits are Venus planet spirits, Venusian spirits, Aphrodite, as well as boom. And then Apollo is the sun. So goddamn. Donna, take care of yourself. You don't need to do all that. Switch gears again. The concept of the divine masculine comes from masculine archetypes, seen throughout many spiritual traditions, from Hinduism to Greek mythology to Christianity. You think Shiva, Zeus, or even the idea of a masculine god or father in Christianity. Okay? These figures represent divine masculine through the qualities they embody. Right? Divine masculine is about archetypes. It's not about men and women. Okay. Divine masculine is action-based, focused on doing rather than just being. Okay. The divine masculine energy is at play with things like assertiveness, confidence, speaking up for yourself, sometimes fighting a good fight. Okay. Back in the day, you used to see masculine, all you would see is masculine men. And now all you see is feminine men. It's my opinion, but no God. Strength, not just physical, but emotional strength. You know what I'm saying? It's deeply connected to the warrior within each of us. Okay. where divine masculine, I'm sorry, divine feminine energy can be internal and reflective. Divine masculine energy relishes in doing things out in the real world, having adventures, making changes, saying what's on your mind, taking risks. It's also an energy that's often associated with things like logic and critical thinking. Okay, so things you want to keep in mind when thinking about divine masculine or related to divine risk taking, assertiveness, not aggressiveness, but assertiveness, action oriented, discipline, boundaries, confidence, objectivity, logic and analysis, warrior, yang energy, survival. Yeah. Tapping into the divine masculine would be like calling on someone like Shango of the voodoo tradition. If you're talking about an archetype that's very masculine, Shango immediately comes to mind. Okay? Immediately. He's a man's man, a lady's man. Women are very attracted to him. Okay? He can fight when he needs to. He's a warrior. You see what I'm saying? So tapping into archetypes is, how you can connect to masculine energy. Okay? You can use affirmations. Now, affirmations are just powerful tools for shifting your mindset and activating certain parts of yourself. Okay. You can think about affirmations related to some of the masculine traits like strength, discipline, and logic. It's like thinking, I am a warrior. I'm a master of self-discipline. I see things clearly and objectively. I am confident. I know when to take action. Okay. Taking risks with confidence and, starting where you are, even if you don't feel like you're 100% ready, start right where you're at. Work with masculine teachers, archetypes, and deities. Okay. A lot of times you will hear me say that I would evoke energy or evoke deities just to meet them. Anyone remember me saying that? I've said it a lot. Pambajera is a great example of this. I just wanted to meet her archetypes or her energies in dreams. So I evoke. Remember, invoke is calling an energy into yourself. Evoke, calling a spirit outside yourself. Okay? Big difference. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. Calling on masculine archetypes. Like I said, Shango, Ogun, but Ogun is a master of iron. That's definitely the person you want to call if you're going to war with someone. If you know how to work with African deities or voodoo deities, I'm sorry. Okay. There are other, and this is where you're going to have to do research. There are other masculine archetypes that you can, I would say, look up to or invoke. You know what I mean? But it's more than that. But I would start there. If we're talking magically, that's where I would start. And I hope that I answered your question. All right, so where are we? It's hot in Louisiana. Oh yeah, Louisiana is hot. But Texas takes the cake. Everyone stay hydrated, please. Texas is a whole different type of heat. But if you heard me say this before, I was in the Navy and I was in Bahrain. I was stationed there for a year. 120 degrees in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. I will never, ever forget that. If I call on the entities I call on regularly, then I feel fine. It's when I call on entities I usually do not that feels taxing. Sounds like a hermetic order. Okay. What do you think about the Golden Dawn book? The Golden Dawn book are we talking about? All the Golden Dawn books are great. All right. Especially initiation, self-initiation into the Golden Dawn. Is it system? I think it serves. Self-initiation into the Golden Dawn, I think. What's the name of that book? Excuse me for a minute while I look that up. Self-initiate. I'll get to your comments in a second. I'm trying to find the title of that book. That's the name of it. Self-Initiation into the Golden Dawn Tradition, a complete curriculum of study for both the solitary magician and the working magical group. I love that one because it tells you how to self-initiate. Yeah, I'll be resting for a long while my team told me to rest too. Even ancestors were invoked and brought down. Sadly for me, the only time I could do this was the cool days. Oh my God, y'all just don't get it. I have clients. So in order to do magic, I have to go into my ritual space, right? If it's 100 degrees outside, you can imagine what my garage feels like. You know, I'm sitting there fully garbed, so to speak, and sweating like a slave. You got to do what you got to do. Too true. Yeah, these men out here, ugh. All right. Who would you suggest to work with for broken masculinity? I said Shango. That's the one that's sticking out. That's the one that's telling me if you want to do masculinity, you want to evoke a masculine energy, Shango is the one. The poles shifted. Yep. Bobby Combat Action Badge. I've never seen this name before, so welcome to whoever you are. Masculine symbolizes projecting energy. Feminine energy symbolizes drawing in energy. Yeah, one is a chevron, the other is a chassis. These coexist. I'm a person. They are polarities needing balance. That is a very profound statement. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Getting a mentor is great ritual as well. Absolutely. I can't stress that enough. And that was the thing that when I started this channel, that's exactly what my mindset was. I wanted to help people who were on a magical path, who wouldn't have to go through the shit I had to go. You know, doing all this from scratch and from trial and error instead of having someone to guide you. It's a big difference. Okay? There are some mistakes that I made. I wish I had a mentor to help me avoid those mistakes. You know, finding a mentor. Absolutely. I also created a pentacle for Apollo summon. That's what I'm talking about, Donna. Thank you. Not a problem. Not a problem. Namaste. Archangel Samuel, all issues of masculinity. Samuel is actually, well, he's actually a demon, Samuel. If we're talking about the same deity, hold on a second. You said Archangel Samuel? Never knew he was an archangel. You're absolutely right. I was wrong. You're right. Samuel is, I guess they're different ones. Of course, there's different ones, but the angel of death. You're absolutely correct. Archangel Samuel. Thank you for that, Delroy Johnson. Study masculine men and beings. Study Thanos. Thanos was absolutely masculine. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say this, though. when will brothers get tired of seeing feminine brothers on TV? You don't see feminine white boys or Asian dudes or his. You only see feminine brothers. Whenever they'll get tired of being misrepresented, like that's all of us. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there are some feminine men. Of course, you know what I mean. But they go out of their way to make it seem like it's only us. That's what grinds my gears. Anubis. Damn, y'all are really. Men backwards is nim. Add ph nim, the word becomes nim. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to create pentacles and prayers and chants for each Olympian because they can be hard to invoke at times. The Olympian spirits are heavy energy. So yeah, take care of yourself. The same applies for women, for ladies, yes. The last two live, I want to ask how to invoke segment. Absolutely. You can invoke any deity. But yeah, a lot of times when I was just and when I want to just meet, so to speak, a deity, that's what I do. I go into ritual and I take their sigil and I do other things, but the way that I meet deities is in vivid dreams. So I have invoked so many, I think I've invoked almost all of the Pombagiras, almost every single one. I want to see how fine this woman was. Fine. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You invoke that energy. Look at, like Bobby Hemmett says, look at them as archetypes, not to be worshipped. But remember, I'm always saying too, everything that's in the universe is within you, everything. You know what I'm saying? So yes, Katrina, same thing for ladies, absolutely. Shango and Ogun are Orisha, not voodoo. They are both, Donna. They are both. They are Santeria and they are also Haitian voodoo. They're spelled differently, but they are both. They are also Palo. Speaking of invocation, evocation, do you feel like ends are sufficient? I do. Demonic ends, yes. That is another method of calling in an energy. That's another method. Yes, absolutely. Another underrated method. Donna, you are so creative and advanced. I draw pictures of Anubis. Yes, she is. She is. I like your magic with the Olympian pentacles. She does do a lot of stuff. I wish there was a way that we can share or that y'all could share in the chat, show pictures or something. Because I would love to see those pentacles, Donna. You think you got that book? Does it have a golden cover? If you're talking about Self-Initiation to the Golden Dawn, it's more green. Yeah, I have it, but in PDF form. Self-Initiation to the Golden Dawn. If the glare is not too bad on it. It's green. Shango is that dude. Yes, he is. That's why Shango Unchained was so powerful. Absolutely. And so I took ideas from their practice, but so also the Goetia, because altar invocation for spells can be hard if it's full and stuff. When I'm done with, I'll share it with you. Donna, I want to see it. Can you show me I'm not going to steal anything. Trust me. I just want to see it. You would like to go live with me? We would have to meet first before I do that. Yes, the same, Samuel. Samuel is actually invoked in the clip off. There's a clip off opening. It's called the opening of the seventh. I can't remember what it is, but there is a ritual or opening that you use Samuel, his name. Like you use Lilith, Samuel, Corson, Amemon, as a couple other, but they're demonic energies. It's cracking in here today. I love it. More folks need to know about the great. Oh man, the great. I'm humbled by that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm tired of them wearing wigs to be funny, but this has been going on since Martin acting like Shanae, maybe before that. Yes, Nay the Great. Me and my wife was up watching TV. It's a Saturday. I remember what day it was. Every time we come across an infomercial, we were talking and watching. We were doing more talking than watching. Every time we come across an infomercial, we actually look at the infomercial. Like one of those Motown infomercials or promoting old music. We saw an infomercial for the Flip Wilson show, right? And they showed him doing his character. If you ever heard of Flip Wilson, he has a character called Geraldine, right? So yeah, before Shanae, there was Geraldine. So that was in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? So yes, they have been doing it, feminizing Black men for the longest time. Okay? It's our masculinity that is a threat to them. Because, come on, there's no such thing as toxic masculine. That's bullshit. That's interesting. I've met certain deities in dreams as well. I've done words of power in dreams as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to stunt. I got a reading done that was said I'm not comfortable in masculine energy. The reading is correct. Thank you for helping me out. Oh, you're absolutely correct. Welcome. It's not invoking Olympians that makes me tired. It's the demons with Aphrodite. It's easy, but Apollo, he just makes it hot and boom. Oh my God, viewing energy is heavy, but it's nice for him. Yes, Donna, that's what I like to tell people. And as a matter of fact, in my Magic 101 course, I make sure they know the difference. You know, angelic energy is light. Demonic energy is heavy as shit, and it can drain you. Yes, you'll get results quicker with demonic energy. Yeah, but you will suffer the consequences. Remember the story I told y'all about with was it Astaroth? Asmodeus. Guys, Asmodeus. I felt those effects for 3 days. I thought I was gonna die, y'all. I really thought I was gonna die. I said, I haven't invoked Asmodeus since then, or evoked. I have not done it. I said, fuck that shit. I am not going through that again. Green with a yellow brick road leading to a prior. Yeah, I can send you my Apollo Pentacle now. Also, I don't stealing and stuff. It's magic. I want to help make it easier for people. That's what's up, Donna. I would just want to see your work. I'm just interested in work. Anything that's magic based, I want to see it. What should one offer Shango? Good question. Shango's offering masculine offerings, like a cigar, rum. His colors is red and white. Okay, red and white candles. You can look this up though. This is part where you're gonna have to do some research. All you have to do, and I'm not trying to be funny, all you have to do is type in offerings to Shango. Let's look. Rituals and Spells of Santeria, Magine Gonzalez Whippler. Shango, where are you? Mm. Look how long. See, in Santeria, it's spelled with a C. In Haitian Voodoo, it's spelled with an S. Shango. Okay. Uh, you please know the difference too, like Donna pointed out. Okay. The Orishas are Santeria. The Loa are Haitian Voodoo. There's so much. Shango is a favorite of practitioners of Santeria. He is invoked for works of dominion, passion, and many other endeavors. Okay. Offerings can be apples, bananas, roosters, and on special occasions with a ram. His sacred animal is a ram. Did y'all hear that? Okay. And it's underlined. All right. Rituals and spells of Santeria. Magine Gonzalez Whitmer. Y'all are on it. The cover of the Golden Dawn is a metaphor of Dorothy walking the yellow brick road to their movie. Donna, mixing magical systems can get great results and can be dangerous at times. All versions of the Solomon Pentacles are right. Thanks for pointing it out. Mixing, yeah. But experienced practitioners do that all the time. You know, mixing. But something like that, it can be dangerous. But I think Donna might know what she's doing. But she's suffering tiredness right now. Solomon Pentacles. Ding, 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 ding. I think I have more. I do. I like Jupiter. The Jupiter Pentacles. Those? Can you see those? Yeah. You see those. uh, let's see. Samuel and Lil. That's it. Yes. You when you're doing clip off work, you I think it's downwards. You're pointing downwards and you're speaking to Samuel and Lil. You're calling in the energy from downwards. Michael Ford gives tons of Samuel. Yeah, he does. Michael Ford, his information is invaluable. Remember, was a part of his order at one time. It can be, and that's why I tried things carefully. I asked the Apollo and Aphrodite for some inspiration. Yeah, Boone is nice and so friendly, and she feels like a big sister or mother, but oh my God, her energy is strong and heavy. I remember the first time I set her in and she popped my candle. Yeah. Can I invoke Shango even if I'm not initiated into anything? That's a great question. I believe in treating adults like adults. However, I would get some guidance if you're not initiated. And if you don't know how to do magic, period, I would definitely get some guidance. Okay. That's what these TikTok witches and whoever else are coming along and acting like everybody can. No, you can't. Okay. You can. It'll be dangerous as shit. And then you're going to have to go to somebody to get out of trouble. So what if you offend the spirit? You know what I'm saying? What if you offend the spirit? It is actually absolutely up to you. There's a book that helps you as well, the Encyclopedia of Spirits. I think I have that one, Brother Moore. Yeah, I think I have that book. Like Katrina said, it's a very good book. Not a problem, Bobby. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate this community energy in here today. So do I. Yes. Yes. Beware of the TikTok spiritualists. Absolutely. Please be aware. Here's another book that y'all might be interested in. We're talking about magic mirrors. Divination is an important part of a practitioner's practice. So, tarot, I Ching, runes, and what have you. Let's not forget the importance of a magic mirror. Okay? How to make and use a magic mirror, psychic windows into new worlds. Donald Tyson, one of my favorite occult authors, Donald Tyson. Okay? This is how you make a black mirror. This book will show you how to build a true magic mirror that can be used for scrying, for astral travel, for spirit communication, and projecting the will over great distances. It's not a toy or a mere craft project, but a working occult instrument of immense potency. Every step in its construction, from the choice of materials that compose it to the astrological times of its making down to its color and shape, is dedicated to the single function of opening a doorway through the sphere of the moon to connect the physical and astral worlds. The black mirror remains mysterious and unknown even within occult circles. It has been passed over in favor of the tarot, the I Ching, crystals, runes, the Ouija, and a host of other magical tools. Yet it possesses a unique purity of purpose, a nobility in its perfect union of form and function that can scarcely be matched by any other occult service. Its dark, forbidding appearance has earned it a sinister reputation, but the black mirror is not so much evil as chillingly efficient and stark, no-nonsense simplicity. It is like a finely crafted pistol of blued steel and burled walnut, ready for a light, knowing touch to release focused magical power whenever that the will directs it. A black mirror. I have one. I meant to bring it to this live. I'm sorry, I can't show you mine. It's not that I don't want to. I just actually forgot to bring it in here. I really did. So you got history and legend, and he actually gives you instructions, fluid condensers, and just all kind of instructions and occult symbols and names, angel names. He goes all in just the construction of the magic mirror. He got the glass here, and he goes over part by part how to make a magic mirror. A magic mirror is a favorite of those who like to scry. Okay. Even on how to coat it, with what kind of paint. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Donald Tyson, the magic mirror. Magic, I meant to say the dollar store sold 7-day candles with Shango prayers on them. I noticed, Anubis, that now Walmart are selling spirit candles now. And they're doing it in Dollar Tree. Well, I go to Dollar Tree to get mine. Because I use spirit saint candles all the time, you know. But Walmart's still trying to corner the market with that. They're wild, popping up, doing readings and all sorts, doing spells online. That's crazy. I don't even look at it. Yeah. Brother Magic, I had massive energy drain one time doing winter solstice rituals with Baphomet. Thought I would die, but it was a healing ritual. Black goo stuff came out of me. Success. God damn. Yeah. Be careful. Oh, I need that book. I'm about to look for that now. I think I got it. Not sure. I sent you the email, the Apollo Pentacles. You can share if you want to. Okay. Let us look at Donna's Apollo. Yep, there she is. Thank you, Donna, for willing to share this with us. This is Donna Dash's Apollo Pentacle. That's the shit I'm talking about. Thank you, Donna, for sharing that with us. I totally appreciate that. Y'all give it up for Donna. Give her a round of applause. Carlos Montenegro had a book on magic mirror. I think human bone powder is one of the ingredients. Yeah, enough said about that. That Baphomet said he finna heal us to death. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Donna has some good ideas. She has some good practices, y'all. That's why I appreciate when she comes in here. I appreciate all of y'all, though. I really do, especially when y'all are interacting. I'm going to switch gears one more time. And did you know that the sun was originally violet? The original sun still exists within all humans as the violet flame. The plant life and the water on Earth was originally violet. Using your alien, I'm sorry, at that time, even you were violet, which is the highest color inside the human body. If you ever heard me say this, I said that the highest vibration belongs to the color violet, okay? It is the color of unconditional love, all right? Using your alien genetics, you can still access the violet flame. There's alien genetics living within the human experience. As the solar system became more physical, so did you to adapt to your environment, much like you do now. Most people adapt rather than change, okay? The alien leaves the physical body at transformation. The planets are lined up like chakras, with the sun being the crown, the violet. But now the sun is orange, dealing with the creative process, the sacral chakra. These are all organs in the body. Eventually, you will become silver like the dolphins, and so will our sun. Until that happens, the dolphin remains in the water. They have one more chakra than humans, a silver chakra, that humans grow as they age. What you call gray hair is actually silver. Unfortunately, many never get a silver chakra and have to repeat a cycle until achieved. One of the best Bobby Hemmett lectures is called The Black Mystical Agenda. I suggest everybody watch that one. It's on YouTube, The Black Mystical Agenda. In this one, Bobby says, and I quote, "It is natural for the man to marry his species half." He says that the white man is different. I'm quoting, I'm paraphrasing. He says the white man is different from us in that he marries his woman en masse, E-N space M-A-S-S-E. He said it is natural for the species half to marry each other. He says it is the apex of civilization. Okay? Traditional family. I just want to throw that in there. I will listen to that lecture at least one time a year. Okay? Is in my opinion, I'm still putting this together. Me and Brother Konami was brainstorming on this. I'm still putting together my top 10 Bobby Hemmett videos or lectures. Same with Azazel Bay, top 10. Now, C. Freeman L. was Azazel Bay's teacher. C. Freeman L. is very dry. Okay, not gonna lie, he's very dry. Okay, but everything he says is relevant. deep, deep shit you're going to learn if you listen to any C. Freeman L. lecture. I've been watching your videos, and Lime Milo Duquette, he said a lot of times the least expensive magic is the most effective. That Apollo Pentacle is clean. Yes. Sometimes the simpler, the better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that in Canada too. We're having stores that sell those spiritual stuff too. Yeah. I love it here. Learn so much from you always. Namaste, Sister Portia. There's a mantra that speaks on the violet flame. Yep. Of Ka Ether. I may have to message you about that silver chakra. Message away. We need a group we can share something in like a Patreon or something. Well, I have a Patreon. I mean, I stopped doing lives on Patreon because people stopped coming. So I figured I just put the information on Patreon. You know. You always wanted silver hair? I'm getting it. You know. Yeah, C. Freeman L. takes patience, but the man is so knowledgeable. And just as I prop up Azazel Bay props up C. Freeman L. And once you see C. Freeman L's lectures, then you'll understand why. He calls him his master teacher. You'll have the list tomorrow. That's what's up. I'll be looking forward to that. Yeah, I set the ritual along with the pinnacle. I hope y'all try and see how it goes. So next live, that's what we'll do. We'll go over Donna's ritual. Okay. And because unfortunately I've run out of time. Yeah, she sent me the ritual. I didn't see it until just now. But we'll do that next time. Thank y'all for joining me today. As always, y'all have been a pleasure. As always, I will see y'all next time, which will probably be Thursday. You know, hope you enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. Be safe out there. Stay hydrated. And there's only one Magick LaCroix. I will see y'all next time. Thanks for everyone who attended and participated and interacted. I really, really do appreciate it. As always, namaste. Peace.